Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill now to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Dallas.
And now a man who finished his career as a Jet, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Flushed out right. He'll run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first. He's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle, 75 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Cunningham eluding the pressure right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. There he goes left side. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A first down carry for Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The Roy Glover on.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Tannehill looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
40-yard line. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own. But often,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
To throw on second down, Cunningham escaping the pressure right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
But it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham steps away to his left. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. from the end zone. Tannehill gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 5-yard line.
Now this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Tannehill. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. Number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, here's Cunningham. And this one is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
11 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Tannehill. Stepping, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
Dallas.
They run with LT. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
17.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 10th carry now for Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, Cunningham. He finds Tomlinson as running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
30-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Number 26.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Tannehill to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's Tannehill. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gets him one more chance here on 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. Let's go.
They snap it to Tannehill. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They keep the game. Alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st down.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Now Jones. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's into the hands of Edwards. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. A turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
On the carry.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Cunningham. Dancing to his left. And got a man. It's Holmes. And they'll have it in the red end zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 31, Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
7-yard line.
On first down, it's Elliott. He takes it down to the foot. Started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. the drive with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. First carry for a former legend. It's Herschel Walker. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
And it's third down.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Here's Walker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
And 3.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Charles Haley in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Sidesteps him at the 35. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
out of the gun here. It's Cunningham eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Sanders. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
The 44-yard line.
Prescott on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Bryant. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. you're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Cunningham, flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. Let's see if they can avoid doing it here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Looking downfield for Dez. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Cunningham. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On first down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Elliott.
14-yard line.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run. Tomlinson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Charles Haley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott going deep here for Bryant. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Rodgers. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Cowboys nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 44, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Cowboys 7, Cowboys nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw on third down, Cunningham, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Come on,
and
bring
he
it,
takes
baby.
this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Sebastian Janikowski set.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing after the interception, Cunningham. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play here for Dallas.
At the 8-yard
67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Tyler Bass.
Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy in?
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Jack Fox in.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 at the 40-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Cunningham. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That's complete right around the 8. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. This is Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Taking it about the 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
At the 47.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Dallas.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 7-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed it quickly at the end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and do him.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
On the carry.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Extra point.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check back 11, check back 11. Okay, double. Hey, check back 11. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he takes this one back into the end zone.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Cunningham. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 29. They may have thrown the interception. Obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the interception, here's Griffin, eluding the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Back to the air, RG3 after the pick six. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
First and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The 37-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
They still can't get him. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Griffin. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off Byron Jones.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Down, Elliott, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Cunningham. Looking downfield for Dez. And this is going to be intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the interception, here's Griffin. Got him in. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Griffin. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Escaping, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Griffin on 1st down. Flushed out right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
2nd and 8.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They get this out left and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run with LT. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Cunningham to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Griffin. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. From the gun, Griffin. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. George Kittle, 50 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. Titans 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, LaDainian Tomlinson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! LaDainian Tomlinson, 53 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 10 now, Griffin. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Griffin will throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again, Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, now Griffin. And open, it's Moss, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw again is Griffin. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And that is incomplete.
Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.